The Dallas Cowboys kicked off their preseason campaign with a 31-21 defeat at the hands of the Los Angeles Rams on Saturday night. While there were a lot of takeaways from the players on the field, star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb may have had the moment of the night, even though he didn't even suit up for this game. Lamb spent the night cheering on his teammates from the sidelines, but he still managed to impact the game when he was penalized for referee interference during the contest. After the game, one of the referees from the game, Alex Moore, took a second to explain what led to the penalty. What happened on CeeDee Lamb's unique penalty? The Cowboys opted to play it safe with several of their players in the preseason opener, and that included Lamb. The superstar wide receiver is a crucial piece of Dallas' offensive plans in 2025, so the team would obviously rather have him healthy for the regular season when the games actually matter. And yet, Lamb still found a way to put himself in harm's way during this game. In the second quarter, Joe Milton took a deep shot for Jonathan Mingo on 3rd and 26, with Mingo getting behind his defender. Lamb celebrated prematurely, as he thought the play would end up being a surefire completion. He ended up walking in front of the referee's path, though, and he ran full speed into a celebrating Lamb, as he did not see him. While Mingo did not catch the pass, Sean Jolly committed pass interference on him. The problem was that Lamb got penalized for referee interference, so it ended up setting Dallas 15 yards back, giving them 1st and 25 instead of 1st and 10. After the game, Moore explained one of the more unique penalties the NFL has seen. It's a sideline interference, Moore said in the Pool report after the game. CeeDee Lamb was standing in the restricted white border area, which is our area to officiate the game. The official on the play was focused solely on doing his job, and he ran into CeeDee Lamb, who was standing in that restricted area. That's what happened. And with that contact, it's an automatic foul. CeeDee Lamb escapes Cowboys' preseason opener unscathed. The first concern that Cowboys fans everywhere had when seeing the clip of Lamb getting steamrolled by a referee was that he had suffered some sort of injury. Thankfully, both parties were able to walk away from this encounter unharmed, which is particularly noteworthy for Dallas, considering how important Lamb is to their operation. You can bet Lamb will be more conscious about where he's standing on the sidelines moving forward, as he doesn't want to take any more hits than he already has to. With their first preseason game in the books, Lamb and the Cowboys will hit the practice field again this week as they begin preparing for their second preseason contest, which will take place on August 16th against the Baltimore Ravens. If you watched the Los Angeles Rams' 31-21 win over the Dallas Cowboys in each team's preseason opener at SoFi Stadium on Saturday, you were witnessing a playoff preview, at least according to Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. The Cowboys QB appeared to make a bold proclamation that the Rams would meet the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game to Rams owner Stan Kroenke before LA's win. The NFC Championship game will be January 25th at either 3 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and if Prescott is in fact a soothsayer, it'll be either at SoFi Stadium or AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. What did Dak Prescott say to Stan Kroenke? Prescott was meeting with his boss Jerry Jones and the owner of the Rams before the preseason opener. It was there he made his bold proclamation. "We'll meet y'all in the NFC Championship game," Prescott seemed to tell Kroenke. The Rams, of course, have been to the playoffs in 6 of their past 8 seasons since they relocated from St. Louis and been to the Super Bowl twice, including their 23-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium in 2022. So Los Angeles reaching the NFC Championship game is far from beyond the pale, especially after it played the most competitive playoff game against the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in its 28-22 loss in the divisional playoffs. So the boldness of Prescott's claim stems from the potential for Dallas to be in the title game. The Cowboys famously have not won the NFC since 1996, but also have not played for the NFC title since that 38-27 win over the Green Bay Packers on January 14, 1996. But even though Dallas went 7-10 a season ago, the Cowboys have reached the playoffs in 3 of the past 4 seasons. Every year in the NFL, there are teams that go from outside the playoffs to in, so Dallas reaching the playoffs is plausible. Still, the Cowboys are 0-7 in the divisional round of the playoffs since 1996 and have not won multiple playoff games since 1996. Prescott himself has been unable to win multiple playoff games in a single year in his previous 9 seasons. He is 2-5 in 7 career playoff games, including a 30-22 loss to the Rams at the LA Coliseum on January 12, 2019. Who are the Rams playing this weekend? The Rams were slated to have joint practices against the intra-city rival Los Angeles Chargers this weekend, yet those were canceled due to the Chargers' surplus of injuries. So the Rams will try to go to 2-0 in the preseason when they take on the Chargers at SoFi on Saturday. It is technically a Rams home game, in what will be the Chargers' 3rd preseason game. The Chargers are already 2-0 in the preseason after soundly defeating the Detroit Lions and New Orleans Saints. Still, Justin Herbert has not taken a snap this preseason, and it remains to be seen if he or any of the Chargers' first-team offensive players will take any reps Saturday. The Rams seem unlikely to play Matthew Stafford, even after he made great progress with his pre-game workout before the preseason game against the Cowboys on Saturday. The Dallas Cowboys certainly have a long road ahead to get back to being one of the elite teams in the NFL, and the way things are going at the moment, the NFC East franchise might not have one of its top defensive stars to begin the season. The Dallas Cowboys certainly have a long road ahead to get back to being one of the elite teams in the NFL, and the way things are going at the moment, the NFC East franchise might not have one of its top defensive stars to begin the season. After a lot of back and forth from Parsons camp and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, Schefter set the record straight and indicated that the two sides are further away from a deal today than they were in early April. That's certainly a discouraging sign for one of the elite pass rushers in the NFL, especially as other top players from across the NFL have gotten paid big bucks this offseason, including Pittsburgh Steelers star defensive end TJ Watt. Parsons and the Cowboys will meet the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in Week 1 next month. However, the veteran pass rusher's availability seems very much in question at this stage of the offseason.